Three true disturbing encounters while camping. A ritual that opened a door. A giggle that followed us home. Breathing in the bushes where no one stood. These aren't separate stories. They're the same curse, finding new voices. 1. When the haunted forest speaks. Do you listen? They laughed at ghost stories until the final candle blew out on its own. That night, deep in Aokigahara, something unseen was watching. From the moment the team stepped into the forest, the air felt alive, as though the trees themselves were watching. The first signs came early, with faint rustles and shifting shadows just beyond the light. And all the electronic equipment went haywire, a brief but unnerving pulse that hinted something was already aware of their presence. As they ventured deeper, the sense of unease began to grow. At moments, the spirit talkers spoke words that gave a whole new dimension to the haunting nature of the forest. The deeper they went, the more responsive the forest became. Soon the response was not just limited to auditory signals, but trickled to the visual spectrum too. Repeated signs of multiple invisible entities appeared in a short span of time. The spikes in the EMF meter further strengthened the belief, as if someone or something was answering them. By now, the team wasn't just exploring, they were being tested. Regardless, they decided to proceed with the ritual they were here to set upon. They formed a circle, candles flickered, behind and in front. Rope bound left wrists together and finally to the tree. Then the pain began. A faint groan, almost human, could be heard replying to their question when they replayed the recorded audio, followed by an EMF reading that soared far beyond normal. It was no longer just about recording evidence. It was about surviving the night. Phantom signals and apparitions were all over the place. Oftentimes, it said that such places make you feel overwhelmed, and so it did to the investigators too. The oppressive feeling thickened, pressing down on their shoulders and lungs. Back pain struck one member suddenly, sharp and stabbing. The kind of discomfort that makes you want to leave immediately. Then, light in the trees, shapes moving quickly toward them. Relief dissolved into confusion as they encountered someone deep in the forest, who vanished without explanation. Pain returned, this time shared. The cameraman shared his ordeal, how he felt a balloon-like pressure expanding in the stomach, like a knife twisting in the back. They came for proof, but the forest chose them instead. 2. We went looking for devils. It found us first. It started like any normal camping trip, but this forest had other plans. Because their destination isn't just another patch of woodland, it's the infamous Jersey Devil Forest, a place whispered about for centuries, where strange shapes lurk between the trees and the silence seems aware. A group grabbed supplies, laughing and hyping each other up before stepping into the dense shadows of the forest. Soon, their tent is pitched, the night pressing in around them. But before they've even settled in, something stirs in the darkness. Not the padded thump of an animal, but something else entirely. Curiosity gets the better of them. They slip out of the tent, following the elusive sound. Every step draws them deeper, yet the noise always seems just beyond reach. Even their thermal scanner shows nothing. No heat, no movement, as if the forest itself is playing with them. Then, things turn. The atmosphere thickens, the quiet grows heavier, charged. Two friends decide to push deeper into the woods, leaving one behind in the tent. But the real danger isn't with those who wander. It's waiting for the one left alone. When they regroup, relief washes over them. Briefly, the tent they think is a safe zone, but safety is a fragile illusion here. Without warning, the fabric walls begin to shudder under continuous scratching from outside. Instinct kicks in. Lights off, hold your breath, hope it passes. But hope shudders when they stumble upon a blood-stained piece of a girl's clothing. One freezes, eyes locked on something in the blackness, eyes staring back, unblinking. Panic overtakes them. They start packing frantically. Then comes the unmistakable sensation. A presence moving toward them. Closer, heavy, intentional. The legend claws at their minds. The Jersey Devil. There's no more time for debate. They bolt into the night, leaving the tent and whatever was about to step inside it behind. 3. My solo camp wasn't so solo. Some forests don't just hold secrets, they watch, wait, and breathe right alongside you. When the bushes started breathing, it became clear he wasn't alone. The guy had been camping for 3 days in the deepest stretch of forest he could find, searching for quiet, far removed from the noise of human life. His tent sat in a small clearing, his bag propped against a mossy log, gear neatly arranged as if order could keep danger away. The evening air was unnervingly still, the kind of stillness where every sound seemed amplified. As he sorted through his supplies, a strange cry echoed from somewhere in the distance. It didn't sound right, too warped, too deliberate. The sound came again, low, guttural, and the trees ahead began to sway, not from wind, but from something moving through them. Catching only shadows, a branch snapped. The bushes moved. Something was coming. Then came the smell, damp soil laced with a metallic tang like rust and fresh blood. He stepped back, involuntary, his boot snapping a twig. The forest replied with a long, rasping exhale, a sound that seemed to drag the warmth from his blood. The bushes began to quiver. For an instant, it looked like something was about to burst through. His chest tightened, hands cold, mouth dry. Every instinct screamed at him to run, but his camp, his food, his phone, everything lay only feet away. Another step forward. The sound was now right at the tree line. He could almost hear the wet shift of something massive shifting its weight. His voice cracked as he called out, "Who's there?" The reply was only that breath, heavier now, closer. That was enough. He bolted. Behind him, something crashed through the brush. He didn't stop until the noises faded, collapsing against a tree. Somewhere behind him, his camp sat in the dark, abandoned, silent. He would never return to that clearing, not after what followed him.